Two KMAC powerhouses clash here today between the Loudonville Redbirds and the Centerburg Trojans. Looking to fight towards the top of the standings. Chance for Loudonville to get even at the top of the KMAC standings here if they can escape with a win over Centerburg. However, they are short-manned. We'll talk about that momentarily on your pregame show next on the OH Report.
I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into the Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
What are we doing? Blue 41, hut. Jory, I said you have to use your back. You back up into them, then you open up the lane. It's a new technique that we're using.
Yes, coach.
Do it again. Ain't no way I'm doing that again. Berardi, get in here and show them how it's done. Yes, coach.
Okay, we got t-shirts. Anybody want t-shirts?
At Mechanics Bank, we're more than your local bank. We're your neighbors, your fans, and proud supporters of our local schools. From touchdowns to goals, classrooms to communities, we're here for you. Because at Mechanics Bank, our home field advantage is supporting you.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
Local sports deserve to be done right. We're built for the communities that support the game. This isn't about one season. Every season matters because every game tells a story, and those stories don't stop at the final buzzer. We're here for every moment, big or small. Watch anytime, anywhere on your schedule, and it's always free to watch. This is the future of local sports. This is the OH Report.
It's time for your Central Star Home Health pregame show. It's Jonathan Langdon. It's Craig Faldy. You know what that means. It's a KMAC action here from Centerburg, the heart of Ohio. The Lady Trojans looking to avenge a loss earlier in the season against Loudonville, and here they are with welcoming in the Lady Redbirds here to their home turf tonight.
Oh, it's going to be exciting. If we have any kind of a game like we had last night at East Knox in the Northmore East Knox boys games, I'm all in. But revenge tour continues for Centerburg Lady Trojans, who defeated East Knox, who beat them in the first time last week, looking to avenge their second loss in the league tonight.
If you missed the game yesterday that Craig and I were on the call for, Kyson Miller for East Knox hit a game-winning shot at the buzzer to defeat Northmore. We're hoping for some heroics like that here today in this one, but certainly two teams, high profile, still going to be a fantastic game even if we don't get that here today. For Loudonville, highest scoring offense in the KMAC. It has been sliding a little bit since they lost that leading scorer, Mya Vermilya. About 7 games without her. They've struggled a little bit, but now it seems like they're starting to find that footing. They've won their last 3 KMAC games.
Yeah, when they first lost her, they struggled for a little bit. They didn't even score 40 points 4 games in a row, lost 3 of them. But they've rebounded and they've won the last 3, including a huge win recently against Fredericktown to put them in a tie for second.
Yeah, to think that you lose your star scorer and you're still able to go out and beat Fredericktown, which is another one of the top teams in the league, that tells a lot about the character of the squad.
Oh, absolutely. And it's not just one player. It's 3 or 4 of them that have just pitched in and gotten better game by game. So very dangerous team here. Centerburg's been on a big roll for 7 wins in a row. We'll see what happens.
So our player spotlight was Mya Vermilya. We didn't know she wasn't going to be playing today, but we haven't covered Loudonville at all at this point of the year.
Not yet.
She's a two-way threat, so 14.9 points per game you're losing. But this is the task. This is the time to get a win here against Centerburg, and you're going to have to do it without her.
Yeah, I think when you look at the stat sheet and everything, it looks like number 5, Addison Wolford, is the senior. 5'5", looks like she does pretty much everything from scoring to assists to rebounds, and it's probably take the leadership role. We'll find out tonight.
Yeah, expect that name to be mentioned a lot. Of course, Addison averages 11 points per game, also 9.5 points per game from their presence inside Ellie Hensel. So you look at their numbers offensively and scoring-wise, you've got other options to go to if you're the Loudonville Redbirds here today. Centerburg on the other side. Let's talk about the Trojans, who come in with 7 straight wins, and in all 7 of those wins, they have been on the opposite side of the offensive struggles. They've actually been playing really well offensively, 50-plus points in each.
Yeah, they are average statistically. They're the second-place team, but they've actually, if you count the last half of the season, they're probably the first-place team in points scored. Nice thing about tonight, both teams are in the top 3 in defense as well, so who knows which way it's going to go. But knowing Centerburg, it's going to be fast-paced.
Well, if it goes high-scoring, lean towards the Lady Trojans. If it goes low-scoring, maybe the Lady Redbirds come out here with a win and they sweep Centerburg on the season.
Yeah, I think that's one of the keys to the game there is the tempo, and so we're going to see what happens. But Centerburg they've got to be leading the league in steals. Between the 3 amigos, between Lauren Ellis, Tiara Shepard, and Kenley Farrell, they average 11 steals between the 3 per game. Unbelievable.
Yeah, Lauren Ellis is at 3.3 steals per game. Had a team-high 19 in the game we saw against East Knox last week over at the Dog Pound. 10.2 points per game, 4.4 rebounds. She was in a little bit of an offensive slide until that game we saw against East Knox.
Yeah, and just like she said in the MVP conversation, it's all about confidence. So if she's hitting the ball, if she's hitting her shots early, watch out, Loudonville. Could be a long night.
Absolutely. Lauren Ellis here today, hoping to get her offense hopes to continue to keep her offense hot, along with the rest of her teammates. Tiara Shepard, of course, the leading scorer, not just in the league, on the team, but in the league. And then Kenley Farrell also is a good presence for this team. She leads the league in steals. Kenley does 5.5 a game.
Yeah, it seems every time we have her, she actually expands that number. So the key is to making sure that she doesn't get those easy steals off the top of their 1-3-1 half-court press.
All right, so Loudonville and Centerburg set to tip off here momentarily. We'll step aside for the national anthem. Your pregame show's coming up to a close. Once we get your starters and tip-off, will be here momentarily on the OH Report.
Hi, I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into The Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
What are we doing? Blue 41, hut. Jory, I said you have to use your back. You back up into him, then you open up the lane. It's a new technique that we're using. Yes, Coach. Do it again. Ain't no way I'm doing that again. Birdie! Get in here and show them how it's done. Yes, Coach.
Okay, we got t-shirts. Anybody want t-shirts?
At Mechanics Bank, we're more than your local bank. We're your neighbors, your fans, and proud supporters of our local schools. From touchdowns to goals, classrooms to communities, we're here for you. Because at Mechanics Bank, our home field advantage is supporting you.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
Local sports deserve to be done right. We're built for the communities that support the game. This isn't about one season. Every season matters because every game tells a story, and those stories don't stop at the final buzzer. We're here for every moment, big or small. Watch anytime, anywhere, on your schedule. And it's always free to watch. This is the future of local sports. This is the OH Report.
It's time to wrap up the pregame show presented by Central Star Home Health. Great game here on hand from the heart of Ohio, Loudonville. 10-5 on the season, 7-3 in the KMAC. They're tied for second in the league. They take on the league leaders, the Centerburg Lady Trojans, sitting at 11-2 on the year, 9-2 in that KMAC. Keys to victory for both sides. We'll go over those. Jonathan Langdon with you alongside Cray Faldy. Starting out with Loudonville, offensively, you've got to switch it up. And I really think that whatever has not been working for you, I think they had some pretty extreme practices where they had to really reevaluate what they're going to do offensively with the loss of some star scorers.
Yeah, it was easy enough before because it was pretty much a three-point shooting team, number one in the conference in field goal percentage, especially Ashley Wolford, who averages 39%. So now they're going to have to look themselves going inside and outside, just like you stated.
And then East Knox on Saturday did a great job frustrating Tiara Shepherd in the paint, and I think that's what Loudonville can do well here today.
Yeah, if you got any, they can scout them right off of the OH report, just FYI. And they did a lot of fronting on Tiara Shepherd, which totally confused Coach Abner, and I think in the third quarter he had to make some real big adjustments to try to get her started.
And then also for Centerburg in that game on Saturday, they got in foul trouble with some of their key contributors, so you cannot let that happen, especially here in the first half. You got to get out to a great start, and then also limit those runs from the Redbirds, which kind of goes hand in hand.
No, absolutely. I think the biggest key, I think, is Kenley Farrell, as she's probably the most aggressive player in the league, is to stay out of foul trouble, keep herself on the court so she can get those 7 or 8 steals tonight, which I think would equate to a win.
Well, there goes Lauren Ellis, the final starter for Centerburg announced. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the Lady Trojans. Kenley Farrell, Evie Stowe, Tiara Shepherd, Taylor Bryant, and then Lauren Ellis. And then starters for Loudonville, number 5, Addison Wolford. She's the name to watch out for offensively for this group. Number 13, Jordan Johnson. Number 21, Abby Eichelberry. And then number 23, Kyler Staten. And number 32, Ellie Hensel.
Well, it's revenge night for the Centerburg Lady Trojans. Let's see what they've got in them. They sure showed up last week against East Knox. Expecting maybe the same tonight.
They avenged that loss to the Lady Bulldogs on Saturday. This is the last one for them to get done. And the tip is won by the Lady Redbirds, who will start things out this evening on the road, rocking those slick gray jerseys.
They are pretty magnificent.
Magnificent 3 there for Jordan Johnson, who gets the scoring started, just a sophomore in the starting lineup. And a wild shot from Shepherd to start things out for the Centerburg offense.
Maybe a sign of things to come. I believe that's the first time all year we've seen Centerburg not win the opening tip.
Well, we were thinking maybe Loudonville's going to change things up offensively. They're a three-point shooting team. First 3 drops. And it looked like a couple of others were ready to shoot it too.
Yeah. And they've played enough games without their leading scorer, Mya, that I think that they're all set kind of in their new spots and understand each other after their limited struggles for about 4 games there.
Great extra couple passes. Could not bank home to 3 by Kyler Staten. Kenley Farrell dances on the defender, gives off Bryant. Knocks in the mid-range jumper. Don't think many would have expected Taylor to knock down the first shot of the game, but there she is.
Yeah, I tell you what, for a tournament run, if they can get somebody to be that number 4 scorer, gets 6-7 points a game, that'd be amazing.
Hensel way out top, gets it back out to a guard.
Centerburg plays that real high 1-3-1 zone.
And you were saying that maybe Loudonville could get some nice looking 3-point shots off of it. This is deflected out.
You certainly can when they're playing that high. You can just get behind the opposite wing for if you can reverse the ball. And then certainly in the corners.
Lobbed over the top, Eichelberry. Wild pass and a foot race won by Kenley Farrell down the floor. And a funky landing, but was able to lay it in.
Yeah, she's so used to trying to draw the fouls all the time. She was so wide open. And
it was almost
she collected herself.
A chair pulling from Loudonville.
Yeah. I think a jump stop would have looked a lot better.
Wolford's pass deflected out by Ellis. So pretty much 2 minutes gone. 3-pointer dropped for Loudonville to start this game, and then a 4-0 run since for the Lady Trojans. And then Farrell nearly getting a steal. Johnson recovers, gets through a double team, and now Hensel, free lane to the basket, blocked. Ellis gets there. Transition opportunity, still lobs it over top. Extra pass lands out of bounds.
Yeah, Centerburg has a tendency, they don't turn the ball over very much, but when they do, it's typically on something like that where it's a one-handed underhand pass.
Yep. And
across
also
the lane, that kind of thing.
Also in transition, a lot of times they speed themselves up.
Yep. Too athletic for their own good. You can hear the Loudonville coach saying move it up. That may be the reason why.
Still trying to figure out this 1-3-1. They've been pestered a couple of times here in the first 2.5 minutes. You can tell Loudonville also wants the inside-out threes. Just haven't been able to get an open shooter a look quite yet. Hensel stripped from behind. Kenley gets the steal. It's 2-on-2 the other way. Lost her dribble, but still works it through.
Doesn't have to be easy, just make it hard. And she's 2 for 2.
And already chomping at the bit to try to get another steal. Hensel in the corner, high arcing 3, and that ties the game right back up.
If you ever notice on their offense, if they get the ball to the post, look at the opposite block. It's wide open. That's why a high-low post would be fantastic.
All knotted at 6. Shepard trying to change that. Long rebound out to Johnson. Crosses around Ellis. A couple short passes that Farrell was not able to get to. 4:20 to go. Kicked out Wolford, best shooter in the league.
She's got beautiful rotation on the ball. It's almost a really nice arch, especially compared to what we saw last night. The boys are launching them really high.
A blistering 39% from 3 this year.
Yeah, that's about as good as it gets, high school girls basketball.
So 3 triples have Loudonville up by a score. Ellis looking to take that back, could not get it to go. And Wolford dribbles out of some pressure and gets it out to Johnson. Johnson's been thrusted into a starting position with the loss of Mya Vermilya. She's already knocked down a 3 in this game. Dishes to the corner. Hensel has hit one as well. Trying to sneak one in, and Eichelberry nearly turned it over. And now a foul up top on Farrell, who is getting antsy to get another steal. She's already got a few today.
She does. First foul of the game. So we're 5 minutes through, so very clean so far.
And for the most part, officials letting them play. Kenley's had a couple of other looks that have been pretty physical, but that's just the way she plays. I think you made the comment a couple games ago that she'd be great on a rugby team.
Rugby or maybe college lacrosse for the girls.
Hensel tracks down a loose ball. There goes Kenley again. Loose ball, Wolford out to the corner. Eichelberry spots up, short on the 3, and Ellis ends up with the basketball. High ball taken away. Flirting with the sideline. Wolford short on the layup. And Stowe scoops it up. Still a transition opportunity. 3-on-1. Lob to the near side block. Extra pass to Sands. But Loudonville does a great job getting back.
Yeah, the extra pass is what cost them.
You're going to see it here. Bryant maybe.
When Bryant caught the ball, she could have taken one dribble, just one power dribble and laid it in. Very unselfish, but too slow.
Yeah.
Remember, if you're on a fast break, so's the opposition. They're going to eventually catch up.
Ellis off the inbound, looks for Shepard, finds her in the post. Fadeaway shot, that's pure.
Yeah, that's her go-to, is just that low post on the right side of the lane. It's her favorite spot.
If she gets a good look and doesn't get too much of a contest, I'd say 9 times out of the 10 it's going in.
Yeah, I believe her shooting percentage is in the 50s from 2-point.
Scanning through, there goes that low post you talked about, but Shepard recovers well. Look at this again, thanks to Monarch Title Services. Get that out of here.
that was an easy block from under, pretty low, but good recovery on the defense there. Going back to the other end here, Shepard is shooting 56% from 2. That's money.
Ball reversal. Into the game, Sylvia Spangler dribbles through a double. Ball kick to the corner. Wolford had to reach in to catch, maybe threw off her shot a bit, and is tipped out by Farrell. Will stay with the Redbirds.
Well, she's got a good look there.
That's one of those, if you got a good shooter on your team, you got to get him a good pass.
Yep.
Another deflection. Farrell not making it easy on these Lady Redbirds. A minute 48 to go.
I think Jordan Johnson's not used to playing. She's only a sophomore playing against that kind of intense defense.
Ball back to the corner. Spangler wasn't quite ready to shoot. Wolford on the right wing. Nice searing pass and a nice layup as well.
Excellent give there.
Able to work that around the contesting Shepard was Sylvia Spangler.
This game's everything we thought it was going to be, 1 versus 2 in the league.
Shepard, step back, mid-range, no good. Look who's wide open underneath though, and Sands draws a foul from a trailing Redbird.
First foul on Loudonville tonight. First free throws of the game.
Two shots for the freshman. And Stella brings in the first. 11-9. Redbirds still in the lead here in this first. 1:12 to go. And Sands off the back iron with the second. Good rebound by Hensel.
51% shooter, goes 1 for 2.
Centerburg staying in that 1-3-1. However, Lauren Ellis has moved to the top, and Kenley Farrell sitting at the bottom of that 1-3-1. Wolford handoff. Jordan Johnson zips a pass. Nice reversal. Look who's open again. Spangler in and out. Tracks down the rebound. Johnson gets it and then has it ripped away. Kenley, Euro step in the lane and one. That'll tie it.
She's having a night with those fast break baskets.
Nearly impossible angle on the reverse, but she just made it possible, and she's going for a 3-point play.
You know, it looks very, very awkward what she's doing, but she hasn't even come close to traveling at all. She takes those 2 solid steps, and her body's just angled strangely.
Trojans lead with 30 seconds left in the first. Johnson, full head of steam. Spangler contests the wraparound reach, but Sands steals the pass, and here goes Stella. Oh, missed the layup on the break.
What a great effort.
Just a wicked bounce off the rim. And with 10 seconds left, looks like Loudonville's going to get the last shot.
She's open.
Hensel, long 2, misses, tries to fight the rebound, but Ellis grabs it and ends the first quarter with a Centerburg lead. It's 12-11, as advertised here from the heart of Ohio.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
Loudonville 11, Centerburg 12, as you see the Lady Redbirds storming back out to the court. They led for most of that first quarter up until a late bucket from Centerburg gave them the edge as we head into the next 8 minutes of play.
Yeah, I think Centerburg had a little 4-0 run there in the last minute to take the lead.
Loudonville this season struggling with turnovers.
Yeah, that's their 5th on the night.
But we don't get to talk about Loudonville enough, so we'll brag about them a little bit just here as we start this second quarter. 10-5 on the year, 7-3. They lost to Fredericktown early in KMAC action with their best player, Mya Vermilya. Lost her as Ellis knocks down a 3 here. But Loudonville lost Vermilya, and then they ended up beating Fredericktown in overtime without her.
Yeah, once they had about 3 more losses, you know, after they lost her, they've now found their way in the last 3 games. Looking really good tonight.
That pass nearly taken away. Shepard was the last one to touch it. Coach Abner gives her a fist bump with the good coverage.
You know, Coach Young's got to be a little frustrated that they're not getting the ball low enough against this 1-3-1. They're staying with the ball 35 feet from the basket, and that's what's happening.
Bad leak out pass, and that's an easy scoop for Wolford. There's another deflection.
I take it back. Maybe she should just be a goalie in soccer. What do you think?
Do a good job defending between the posts. Bryant rips that one out. And here goes Kenley. 3-on-2. Give it out to Shepard, and everybody gets back. Ellis works her way in. Wanted a foul, didn't get it. Numbers up ahead for the Lady Birds. Nice dribble from Johnson.
Yeah, great hesitation there. Yeah, that's how you back off that press a little bit.
Well, this ball kicks off of Shepard's foot and dove upon by the Trojans, and a jump ball.
Stay here.
Good job by Bryant getting dirty. Trojans lead by 2 with the basketball. Hensel goes to the bench for Loudonville. Back in, I believe, came Eichelberry. As there's a corner 3 from Bryant. No good. Stowe tried to get the board. Had it stripped away. Wolford in transition. able to find Johnson in stride. Johnson dishes low block, foul from behind. And shooting two here will be Spangler. But this is exactly how you attack that 1-3-1.
Oh, absolutely. Get that ball low and skip it.
Great positioning there by Spangler, too, on the post up.
I did notice on the last possession there that Loudonville, I heard the coach calling it out, did actually screen the high part of the 1-3-1. And so they're screening Kenley Farrell off of the ball, giving them easier access to getting in the lane. You saw what happened there.
So 2 shots here for Sylvia.
First free throws of the night for Loudonville.
And second one is through. We're all tied up at 15. Kenley catches at the left wing, looks for Bryan up top.
Loudonville's been playing a straight man-to-man the whole game except out of bounds. They will do a zone.
Kenley caught a defender slipping, just couldn't finish the floater.
That's Kenley's first miss of the night.
Dangerous area here for the Birds. Try to take it back outside. Ellis had the easiest steal of the day. Dump off for Shepard. This is the three.
They definitely let him play a little bit. Shepard went down on that, but I think it was probably momentum more than anything.
Corner three, catch and shoot. No, but that's
she
a pass.
She says, no, Mr. Announcer, that was a pass.
Great finish inside by Eichelberry, forces a Centerburg timeout. So first timeout of the day.
Loudonville 3 out of 7. Make that 8 from the three-point line. They're not afraid to launch them. Centerburg, who usually shoots quite a few as well, only shot 2 in the first quarter, but here 3 in the second quarter already. Finally made their first one there when Lauren Ellis hit her first bucket of the game.
Coach Young for Loudonville in his second season in charge of the varsity team. Of course, Loudonville, when they went all the way to the state semifinal game, they were along with Coach Tyler Bates, who's now coaching at Strasburg.
Strasburg, yep. They had some really good squads in.
Yeah, first couple of years here in the KMAC, Coach Young has had them competing really well.
Yes, absolutely. I can see them continuing that with the play of a lot of the younger kids tonight as well.
They lead it here by 2 over Centerburg.
And they will have Mya Vermilya back next year.
They'll have a lot of this team back. Really, Wolford's the big senior you lose in the scoring column, but of course also Eichelberry and Staten also starters. 3 from Ellis is no good. Good rebound by the aforementioned senior. Here goes Addison Wolford.
Up front.
And Hensel does the rest.
Hey, Loudonville says we can play at this pace. Let's keep it going. Centerburg in for a fight tonight.
Hesitation move from Kenley, and she is fouled to the dismay of the coaching staff for Loudonville. And they're going to give her free throws as well. No, they won't. It's going to be.
Oh, they're going to call it on the floor.
On the floor, yeah.
I thought she did enough to pretend that she was trying to shoot that, but to no avail.
Well, you had to say pretend, so I guess she didn't. Stowe comes back in. Bryant also checking in, along with Ashley Williard. Stowe throws it away, however, and here goes Johnson on the break. Great stretch here for Loudonville.
Yeah, 6 straight. Make that 7 straight.
Few handoffs out top for Centerburg. Stowe, pick and roll. Sands cut off well. They have to go to Shepard. Kicks it out. Williard for 3. The freshman misses everything. And this will bounce out of bounds.
Right now, Coach Abner's going with Lauren Ellis and Kenley Farrell on the getting a rest on the bench here. So limited scoring opportunities for Centerburg. I'm going to have to post up Tierra Shepard would be your best bet.
And we can't stress this enough. major title implications here on the line today. 3 losses for Loudonville in the season in the KMAC, 2 for Centerburg. So if Loudonville wins, they'll tie it up.
And Fredericktown will be all excited about that because they've only got 3 losses as well.
So a KMAC shakeup potentially in the making here as Eichelberry drives the baseline. Makes it an 8-point lead.
4 baskets in a row.
Sands, nice positioning inside, but went the wrong way. And this is going to be thrown out and turned over.
Loudonville's keeping up the pressure. It's going strong.
Hensel catches in space. Nearly had an open look inside. Instead goes to Johnson. And a foul out top on Bryant. That'll be the team's second. First on Bryant today.
And Lauren Ellis and Kenley Farrell both back in after a 1-minute breather. Put a little spark in that defense and maybe the offense as well.
Hensel steps in. And Loudonville, clockwork right now offensively. They lead it by 10.
Coach having total frustration. You got 5 straight shots within 5 feet.
6 points for Abby Eichelberry, and it's an 11-0 run for Loudonville. Shepard changes that here.
They had missed their last 6 shots while Loudonville made 5 in a row, so there is the difference in the game.
Farrell back to the top of the 1-3-1. Shepard nearly got herself a steal. Eichelberry kicks, corner. Ooh, that one blocked.
Oh, great effort.
And it stays in as well. And look at the leak out.
Oh, she misses it. Tough break.
Big break if you're Loudonville. Hensel lob over top, Spangler. Drives in towards the middle. Ball falls to Eichelberry. 3 around her, has to kick it back out. Here goes Kate Frankfurt. Long rebound out to Centerburg. Under 2 minutes left. Kenley drives. Ooh, no look pass. It'll end up as a blocking foul. But take a look at this sequence here with Kenley. And I want to show you that block that we saw earlier from Centerburg. We'll get it in another time, but
they said that one was on the floor as well. They're not giving her the shots.
Well, that one I think certainly was on the floor.
Yep.
Minute and a half to go in the second.
Coach Abner yelling out a set play here. A double screen on top.
Sands will set it. Kenley thought about the 3, enough leverage, and now another foul. So be a blocking foul. We'll see if this is called.
Yeah, I think he's still pointing underneath as well.
So let's go ahead and go back to that blocked 3. Bryant got the deflection, or my mistake, Stowe got the deflection, and then still had the wherewithal to keep it in play. Just unfortunate that Farrell wasn't able to finish on the other end.
Yeah, that was hustle personified right there.
That was going to be a top play nominee. (25-17), 11-2 run here in the last 4 minutes. Stowe sees a screen from Sands, called illegal.
Yep. Had her moving.
Yeah, the freshman watcher set this.
Yep. Just kind of a little forearm in the back there.
Under a minute left.
She doesn't play. Physically, she does not play like a freshman at all. Got a lot of leaders on the team showing her the way.
Redbirds beat Centerburg by 12 earlier on in the season. They're up by 8 right now.
Got your shooter at the top of the key.
They lost her, though. And this will be dove on by Loudonville. What hustle to keep the possession alive. And now they've got numbers. 5 on 4. Pass to the blocked was bobbled. Now it's back out to Hensel, and we'll see if they reset it again. Foul on Farrell. That's her second.
It's her second. I might want to take her out here with 26 seconds to go in the half. A couple times right there, they had Addison Wolford set right here at this in the wing and in the corner for open threes. Nobody was looking her way. But who's going to complain when you're up by 8 points?
This ball touched last off Loudonville. So even saving the possession earlier, not able to cash in on it, and now Centerburg with a chance to bring in this deficit with 18.2 on the clock.
Yeah, 9 turnovers by Loudonville in this half. Not sure what they're averaging per game, but it doesn't look like they turn it over too often. But Centerburg's very good at getting steals and deflections.
Still off the screen, gets the switch. Hensel will pick her up. Shepard now out top. 7 seconds left. Out to Farrell. It's a deep three. Short. There could be something left here. But Loudonville will not get a shot up. So that will take it to the halftime break. Headed to the locker rooms with a Loudonville 8-point lead on the road. They've got a chance to sweep Centerburg and get back towards the top of the standings to make it a 3-way tie in the KMAC title race. We'll see if that happens. We'll also have your halftime numbers coming up next on the OH Report.
Hi, I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into The Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
What are we doing? Blue 41, hut, Jory, I said you have to use your back. You back up into him, then you open up the lane. It's a new technique that we're using.
Yes, coach. Do it again? Again. Ain't no way I'm doing that again.
Berardi, get in here and show them how it's done.
Yes, coach.
Okay, we got t-shirts. Anybody want t-shirts?
At Mechanics Bank, we're more than your local bank. We're your neighbors, your fans, and proud supporters of our local schools. From touchdowns to goals, classrooms to communities, we're here for you. Because at Mechanics Bank, our home field advantage is supporting you.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
Local sports deserve to be done right. We're built for the communities that support the game. This isn't about one season. Every season matters because every game tells a story, and those stories don't stop at the final buzzer. We're here for every moment, big or small. Watch anytime, anywhere on your schedule, and it's always free to watch. This is the future of local sports. This is the OH Report.
Want to take a second to thank our sponsors bringing you tonight's live and free coverage. Shout out to Central Star Home Health. When you wish upon a star, care will come to where you are at Central Star Home Health. Webb's Marathon and Automotive. Stop by Webb's Marathon to join the Webb's Rewards program where you can earn top dollars off fuel and free drinks and coffee. Go Trojans. Monarch Title Services. If you're selling or refinancing your real estate, why not? You get to choose the title company. Why not support those who support the Trojans and close with confidence anytime, anywhere? Laborers Local 1216. Feel the power of Local Union 1216. Serving members in North Central Ohio with workplace safety, protection, training, and more. Find out more online on our website and Facebook page in the description. Schmidt Security Pro. From the field to your front door, trust Schmidt Security Pro to protect what matters most. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community. And finally, Mechanics Bank, Richland County's only independent and community bank. We'll show you some highlights from the first half, and we'll also return momentarily here on the OH Report with the rest of this one between Loudonville and Centerburg. Redbirds lead at 25-17. And it's time for your halftime show presented to you by Central Star Home Health. Jonathan Langdon alongside Craig Faldy. It's been a nice little shake-up here at the half. 25-17, and the Loudonville Lady Redbirds, the challengers for the KMAC lead, come in with the lead right now as we sit here in a higher scoring game than Loudonville's used to. I'm looking at their last couple of games. They've scored 47, they've scored 48, they've scored 44, but before that, 36, 36, 39, 36, and here they are with 25 in the first half.
Yeah, just finding their way, but they finally figured out a way to break this 1-3-1 half-court press that Centerburg plays. Excellent job by Coach Young in making some changes. We had a possession, or 5 possessions in a row, by Loudonville that were all within 5 feet layups. And that's going to make the difference in the game right now.
Yeah, that 11-2 run definitely helped Loudonville really break things out. Centerburg has started to slowly crawl their way back since, but right now, Loudonville rolling. They're winning the rebound battle by 6, and then also they're spilling the ball a little bit more, but Centerburg has not been able to cash in on that. That's something I'm sure Coach Abner will press on as we start this third quarter.
Yeah, it's kind of an interesting thing where Addison Wolford only with 3 points tonight, but in the other side, Tierra Shepherd with only 4. So it's kind of like offsetting each other.
So here we go. Loudonville attacking yet again. Get it near side wing. And Hensel has that go through the legs. Still works out, and it seems like that's just been the kind of day that Loudonville has had. They knocked down a 3 after the fact.
Yeah, you can even pass the ball between people's legs nowadays. Get those wide open shots.
What a day also for Abby Eichelberry. She's got 9 points after that 3 drops. Backdoor cut, Stowe, reverse layup, too long. And Eichelberry brings in the rebound. That's your MVP candidate thus far as Loudonville leads it by 11.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if there's any kind of changes here. Centerburg with their staunch 1-3-1 still. Sure would like to see Centerburg get the ball down to the low post on offense to Tierra Shepherd. Get her going.
Ball lobbed underneath. Hensel lost it, but Ellis last to touch it.
That's a great idea to get the ball in low post and pass across the lane, but they were a little too close that time. They need to spread out just a little bit.
Hensel wide open, right wing 3. Maybe had too much time to think about it. Cross-court pass, Hensel fakes a pass to the top of the key, goes to the corner. Wolford, just 3 points for her today, despite being the leading scorer. She's been facilitating as she has an open look there for Hensel, just too high off the glass.
That was a great pass right there.
6.5 to go in the third quarter. Trojans still scoreless here in the half. As Shepherd cannot get the basketball, fronted well by Wolford.
Yeah, they tried to get it down to her, but she's going to have to be a little bit stronger down underneath, get herself posted up.
All lobbed over the top. Ellis drives in, sitting on 3 points. She is fouled, and a couple of the fouls today on Centerburg have not gone to the free throw line, but it seems like this one's gonna.
They're going to give her the opportunity here. Only 5 free throws attempted the entire first half between both teams.
Yeah, I can think offhand 3 certain instances where Kenley Farrell drew a foul where it looked like she was about getting ready to shoot, but ended up not getting the call.
Yeah, we're used to seeing her go to the free throw line on those, but these referees are going to want her to make a better effort keeping the ball above her shoulders.
Ellis goes 2 for 2 at the line.
Now they've stretched it out to 3/4 court.
Well, it looks like they might have had a home run ball. They still have it, and they'll give it away. Redbirds somehow keep it in still. Eichelberry drives baseline, dish inside. Hensel squares the loose ball. Right wing 3, got it, you bet. Redbirds are on fire here from the heart of Ohio.
League leading 3-point percentage team in the KMAC, and they're showing you tonight exactly why.
Turnover, 2-on-1 the other way. Wolford will rise up. Great defense by Stowe.
She might have thought she should have given that one up.
Step back for Farrell. Would have been a long 2. Didn't go anyways. Johnson catches a ball over the top. Great fight by these Birds, up by 12 in the third.
Same amount of points that they won by the last time these two met.
Shepherd tipped that out of bounds. 5 minutes here remaining in the third, and Stella Sands will give Taylor Bryant a break.
Interested to know if Fredericktown girls are playing tonight or not. Don't remember on our schedule.
I know they're not on our schedule, but they could definitely be playing. Ooh, nice pass. Sears through. Eichelberry sets up. Sands good defense from behind, stayed straight up on it.
I like that's one of the few times they've done it tonight. When they've got the ball inside, they have a tendency to want to pass it back out, like you had mentioned early in the day, to get open threes. I'm like, hey, you got to score to the basket first.
Yep.
And then you can kick it back out. And right there she had an opportunity, just couldn't get it done.
Biggest crime you could do to yourself is not allow yourself to score a basket by not squaring up to the basket.
Unless you can shoot backwards, it's about the only way.
Centerburg with a timeout here. They've got 3 remaining.
I don't think he was loving the way things are going here in the third quarter. Down by 8 at halftime, now down by 12.
So it's a full timeout here. Want to plug a couple games coming up here in the KMAC. Of course, Cray and I are going to be on all things KMAC the next few weeks. And we're probably on the big thing in the KMAC on Friday. Danville hosting Fredericktown in the boys. That game will be likely for either an outright title for the Freddies or a share of it with Danville.
Oh, absolutely. And I'm expecting a sold-out crowd that night. It should be packed, and the winter weather monster that's coming, it can come Saturday or Sunday. Don't come Friday night.
Yeah, I don't want to see any snow on my radar on Friday night. I am making the drive, even though Danville is a tough place to drive to these days.
Well, if you're coming from down south like yourself, I agree with you. But good luck finding a place to park downtown.
Long inbound to Hensel. But also, you talked about Danville with a sold-out crowd. I don't think it's probably the easiest gym in the league to sell out. But I will say
for
still.
Bounce, you're right. It is a small gym.
Ellis steps to the left, lob over top, tipped out by Hensel. Coach Abner not happy. He wanted Ellis to take the 3.
She's not looking for a shot too much tonight. I haven't seen her or Tiara Shepard looking to score as much as normal.
Step back, Wolford keeps the ball swinging. Handoff Eichelberry. Ball tipped back out to Wolford. Euro step inside, blocked. Second block of the day for Lauren Ellis.
Yeah, she got a really long wingspan and she knows how to use it.
Centerburg cuts the floor. Now a kick to the corner. Best look for Shepard today. Does not go.
That's only their 3rd field goal attempt the entire 3rd quarter.
Hensel drives in. Maybe another block there for Ellis. Loudonville fans thought there was some contact. Officials disagree. We continue on. Lady Trojans with Stowe have it. Handoff to Kenley. Taking a screen from Sands. Crossover move. Heads back the way she came, and she draws a foul. We'll see if this one will send her to the line.
This one, I think she's going to get the opportunity.
And that she is, so.
It's her, she's only been to the line 1 time tonight, 1 for 1.
72 free throws for her this year. I'm sure that leads the league. These will be numbers 73 and 74. First one is short.
She shoots just over 50-some%, correct?
Yeah, 56%. 37% from the field this year, 25% from 3. And, of course, that number we mention every single time we watch her play, 5.7 steals per game.
Yeah, I know she got about 3 or 4 already tonight.
3.5 to go here in this 3rd quarter. Jordan Johnson spins away from Stowe, gives it to Spangler, and Spangler has that wrapped around by Shepard. She's going to get called for the reach-in.
Tiara did not appreciate that call much.
It's her first foul. Wolford a quick inbound. Redbirds already in their offense. Crossover move, step back. We'll move the ball back to Wolford. And no rush here for the Lady Birds, up by 11.
They're loving this kind of tempo for sure. A give and go at the high post.
Two-man game. Hensel, step back midi. Sands and Shepard fought themselves for the rebound. Under 3 to go here in the third. Nice take from Kenley, and that will draw free throws.
Just trying to take control of the game. They've only attempted, well, officially only 3 shots this quarter. The last 2 have been fouls, and then they're going to get the free throws. So,
well, buckle in.
Pick up the pace here.
Yeah, buckle in, folks. I think we're going to see a very busy charity stripe here in the second half. And got a lane violation on Shepard, who was late to get in.
Did she leave after Kenley got the ball? Is that what happened?
She was in the perimeter as Kenley caught the ball.
Outside the 3, gotcha.
Yep.
Yep.
So no free throw there.
Turnover.
Tough break.
Loudonville's missed their last 6 shots this half. Gone cold, but maintained the lead.
Addison doing a good job staying in control of the basketball, even with the tight defense from Kenley today. Ball works around. This is Lena Breckheisen. Her pass deflected, taken in by Spangler. Hensel.
Good patience by Loudonville.
And Spangler, the pull-up. Great looking shot there for the Redbirds. They lead now by 13. I believe it's their biggest lead of the day.
It is. Interesting to see where Centerburg goes from here, trying to up the pace. I thought Lauren Else maybe had a lane right there.
Tierra picks up her dribble, has to retreat out to a guard. Lob over top, not enough juice on it. Taken in by Jordan Johnson. She's looking up the floor. She'll push the tempo. Spangler to Hensel, and we're back to 5-on-5.
Loudonville very content with 1:30 here to go in the third quarter to just run their offense and wait for that good opportunity.
Well, open shot, and Wolford. She's been hot from 3 all season long. That's her second today. She's got 6.
16-point lead for the visiting Lady Redbirds.
Kenley's got to dance. Out to Ellis this time. No hesitation in the 3. And Shepard wins a jump ball. Arrow will point towards Centerburg.
Centerburg yet to make a basket here in the second half.
You're right. All 3 of their points have been at the line.
Yep.
What a feat if the Redbirds can keep that going. But it seems like they won't.
Got an and 1.
Apologies for the announcer jinx there if you're a Loudonville fan, but Kenley, you're welcome.
That gives her, I believe, 10.
That it will. Also gives the first foul to Jordan Johnson. It's a 4th foul on Loudonville in the quarter.
Only under a minute to go here, but Centerburg is in the bonus now.
What does that make them? 3 for 5 at the line here in the quarter?
3 for 6.
3 for 6.
I'm sure Coach Young would love to see a last-second shot here. Hold the ball for about 45 seconds.
Keep it in your best player's hands.
But if Addison Wolford gets it, I think it's okay to go ahead and put it up.
I would argue Hensel as well. Both of them playing well today. Nice attack, pump fake, just still couldn't get it over the tall Shepard. And Kenley wants to push the pace. Kenley had a trailer with her, decides to take it herself, and she scores it. 3 seconds left. Wolford gets it off in time. Not enough juice. Misses off to the left, and that will end this third quarter. Redbirds lead it by 12 as we head to money time next.
t-shirts. Anybody want t-shirts?
At Mechanics Bank, we're more than your local bank. We're your neighbors, your fans, and proud supporters of our local schools. From touchdowns to goals, classrooms to communities, we're here for you. Because at Mechanics Bank, our home field advantage is supporting you.
Here we go, fourth quarter money time between Loudonville and Centerburg. And the Redbirds lead it by 12. Craig, we were talking off the air. The comment about the Centerburg team is they're a consistent 50-point scoring team, but two and potentially three here of their losses have all come when they are not able to get under anything over 40 points.
Yeah, absolutely. They've gotten well over 50 points every game of the year except their two losses. They only scored 33 against East Knox and 37 against this Loudonville team, and now only 24 after 3 quarters. Not a recipe for success previously. They're going to need one heck of a run here in the fourth quarter.
We told you before the game if it was a low-scoring affair, you should favor Loudonville, and that's exactly what it has been here in this one.
No turnovers, by the way, for Loudonville.
You had to say something.
That's it. We're going to have to just be quiet from now on. 1 turnover by Loudonville this whole second half, which against Centerburg's defense is something I've yet to see.
Top of the key, Lauren Ellis. 5 points for her. She'll kick it out. Bryant started the scoring today. Has not scored since. Misses that 3 off the mark.
That was a good wide open 3, though. I'm glad she took that.
Oh, look at Loudonville beating everybody down the floor.
Well, if you look at the replay there, I think Addison Wolford's going to be a little disappointed she just didn't make a layup right there. Quick 2 turnovers after my comment.
Unselfishly tried to dish it off for Hensel, but she had the most wide open shot of the day.
Absolutely. There's a good give and go.
Ellis gets her total up to 7.
Now they made 3 of their last 4 shots, pulled it within 10.
Kick to the corner. If you're the Redbirds, take smart shots. If you don't have anything great, just keep it swinging.
Coach Young has these girls well disciplined, usually not doing anything foolish or out of character. Loves watching the clock tick.
Already a minute and a half gone in this fourth quarter. And Staten picks up her dribble. That's a great timeout by Coach Young.
Yep.
They've got all 5. They did. They've got 4 left still.
Yeah, it's a 6-0 run right there by Centerburg. Good time for a timeout. He's going to have 4 left.
So Loudonville up by 10. Looking to close it out, and if they do, it'd be a sweep of Centerburg in KMAC play, which would be historic for this team. Of course, new to the KMAC. It's a small sample size, but they've never done that before, sweeping a team like Centerburg that's typically towards the top of the standings.
Yep, exactly.
It'd be a good statement to make to kind of just say, hey, we're in this league now, and we're in the running every single year.
Yep, absolutely. So just looking at the numbers, all the stats that we have that were given out Monday, Centerburg, Fredericktown, Loudonville, if this score stands, would all have 3 losses. It looks like Fredericktown may have played 1 extra game, so they may have like a half-game lead.
Yep.
But 3 losses.
Freddieburg is still to come.
Yep.
That is the big thing if you're Loudonville. Yes, this win helped you tie it.
Boy, but that loss last week by Northmore against East Knox.
Yep.
They'd only had 3 losses also because they're 6-4. But if they'd have hung on to beat East Knox, we'd have had a 4-way tie, potentially.
Wolford wide open.
Oh.
Knocks down to 3. That's a great coach's point from Coach Young. Every time Wolford's been open, seems like she has been butter.
Yeah. That's a really nice looking shot she's got there. 39%. That's Steph Curry range.
Williard passes up a look inside. And Kenley has it stripped, thrown out of bounds, last off Centerburg. Man, she's not used to be on the receiving end of that.
A little physicality, and she loses.
Great play by Abby Eichelberry.
So 5 turnovers by Centerburg here in the second half versus only 2 from Loudonville. Sense a slight sense of frustration.
Tough spot for Staten. She'll wrap around the screen, doesn't get the pass. Cross court. Taken in by Wolford. Eichelberry. Back out to Johnson. Now leads.
Going to start getting a little more desperate on the defensive end here, that they probably can get beat back door very easily because they're all starting to play a little high.
Both teams can afford to start committing some fouls, getting more aggressive.
Yep.
Well, Loudonville, you don't want to see it on the offensive end, but there it is.
Yep. The offensive screen. I'm sure Coach Young wants at least one shot attempt every possession on this side of the court.
So the illegal screen gives Centerburg some life. But you got to think with 5 minutes to go, you really need a bucket here.
Yeah, they've only attempted 8 shots here in the second half.
Now, what do you think about the pacing of this game? Do they go for a quick shot? Well, they do here. And Shepard's fouled. She's going to the line. But do you go for the quick shots?
Absolutely. I think you need to start making some effort to up the tempo and get after it and then crash the offensive boards. And don't be afraid to be very aggressive.
Yeah.
You've got 5 fouls to give here. I mean, the time's kind of now. We're halfway through the fourth quarter almost.
First shot off the back iron. Free throw shooting's been rough here in this second half for Centerburg.
Yeah, 3 for 7. And Tierra Shepard only 4 points tonight. Average is 17, correct?
Yeah, just over. 39-27. Wolford crossover move, uses her body well. Out to Hensel. Ellie with 5 points today. Open again. Wolford fakes, drives, kicks, corner. Eichelberry for 3. Wow. Yes! Lady Birds lead 42-27, the biggest lead of the day for Loudonville.
And their three-point process is impressive. Great patience on the offense, too.
Trojans in need of a quick response. Instead, it's a turnover. 4 minutes to go in the fourth, and it's looking like the Redbirds may tie us up 3 ways in the KMAC if they can close this out.
Well, it would make for an exciting last couple of weeks of league play.
Every game would matter at that point, but you know how crazy the league has been this year. You cannot take anybody for granted.
No. Whether you're at home or on the road, it does not make a difference.
In and out there for Spangler, and Farrell fights and draws a foul on the loose ball rebound.
Yeah, that's the one thing that's their disadvantage at is right now. But there's only 3.5 minutes to go, but that's their 3rd foul. And Centerburg will be in the bonus after the 2nd foul committed from this point moving forward. But there's only 3.5 minutes to go. Centerburg has not committed any fouls. It's something to keep alert on.
Timeout, Coach Young. 2 threes have dropped lately for Loudonville. Here's both of them. Eichelberry, also Wolford, starting to come alive in this game. Wolford with 9. Eichelberry leads the team with 12, and then 6 points for Sylvia Spangler.
Yeah, so 5 for 8 from the three-point line here in the second half. It's hard to catch up against the team shooting that well. That makes them 8 for 18, 44%, which is even better than their season average.
Yep. Well, if Loudonville ends up winning, I don't know if Eichelberry will end up as a leading scorer in this game, but she will be your MVP today. Offensively and defensively has been a pest all night long.
Yeah, she's had a great outing. Great game by the senior.
Sands to Kenley. Kenley turns the corner, takes the bump, 2 shots on the way.
And that puts Centerburg, fortunately for them, in the bonus the rest of the way. 3.5 minutes to go, and you know they're going to eventually be, or not eventually, they're starting to become quite a bit more aggressive offensively. Just got to make these free throws while the clock stopped.
Eichelberry does pick up her 4th foul, however. First shot in for Kenley.
Coach is going to give her a slight breather, but I would bet you it's not going to be very long.
See, depending on how Loudonville does here in the last 3.5 minutes, maybe they go offense-defense with her.
That could be.
One for 2. It's been a plague for Centerburg's season at the line.
Yeah.
Wolford keeps that pivot. Not a travel.
Still love to hear the fans talk about over and back after many years of it. Rule being changed.
Clock continuing to tick. No fouls on Centerburg here in this 4th. They may want to start picking up some right now.
Yeah, I think Coach Abner needs to. Well, there's her steal.
Well, they can get a steal without a foul. Farrell. Nice finish. Brings it to 12.
It's her 15 on the night.
She has been a one-man wrecking crew in this second half. Shepard, nice deflection, gets the steal. It's a 3-on-1.
Go all the way.
She does, and she finishes. 10-point game, timeout Coach Young. He has burned 3 timeouts here, all in this 4th quarter.
He's trying to make sure, but we've got it down to 10 points, and they're in the bonus. But now Coach Abner needs to be talking to them about fouls to give.
Quick 4-0 run there for Centerburg. Here's both of those replays for you, presented by Monarch Title Services. Trojans leading the quarter 8-6.
5 out of 6 from the field here in the last 6 tries. But Loudonville, they're 4 of the last 6. Hard to come back, but if you can get to the free throw line, which they've done, Loudonville's been to the free throw line twice the whole game. Centerburg, 13 times. They just got to make them when they get there.
So sitting in the full timeout here. Want to look ahead, because if this does end up going to Loudonville, you got to wonder what's left on the schedule for both of these teams. So Loudonville, after this potential upset, they would go and play Danville coming up later this week. Then they go to Northmore, and then they go to Mount Gilead. So when you look at the standings, those are all games you're favored in, but you're on the road 2 of the 3 times.
Absolutely. Like you stated, anything in the KMAC, any given night, anywhere. But those 3 games, they will be favored.
Centerburg has Cardington on the road. Then they go to Fredericktown.
Big game.
And that is it for them in the league.
They're going to need that win for sure. Full court press.
Out of bounds, last off Centerburg.
I think coach was wanting full court press and a foul, and
well, I think Coach,
they just swat the ball away.
I think Coach wants them to start adding up some fouls with their aggression.
Yeah, they should.
But they really haven't needed to, because they've gotten some steals. Well, there they foul. It seems like when they're trying to foul, it's working and they're not getting the whistle and getting some steals.
They're not used to going for anything besides the ball. Coach Abner didn't like what he saw. Wants to have another discussion.
It's a full timeout again.
Yep. He'll have 2 left. So they've got 3 fouls to give before their Loudonville gets in the bonus.
Yep. So Saturday is that Cardington game. Then they play Monday against Northridge, and then the following Saturday is when everybody will be tuned in for an afternoon showing between the Trojans and the Lady Freddies. As always, that game always has implications on the girls' hoop side, because those are usually the 2 top teams.
Yep. And it looks like it'll be coming down to potentially who may tie Loudonville for the first place honors, or if Loudonville gets upset, it would be for the championship in most cases.
And then
Loudonville,
or my mistake, Fredericktown, I would argue has the toughest road here this year, or here for the remaining schedule. They go to Northmore, They play against Centerburg at home, but then they've got Mount Gilead as well to wrap up the season.
Yeah, it's a little bit tougher schedule. None of them easy.
And I think they're all uniquely difficult in their own ways.
They are.
Yeah.
Right, that's exciting. That's so much funny about the ladies side of the KMAC this year is you've got all kinds of skill levels, from speed to defense to three-point shooting to dominance in the paint. You got it all.
My hot take at the beginning of the year, or I guess a little bit into the year, because I saw a funky-looking standings for the KMAC to start the year, my take was that we were going to see a league champion with 4 losses, and that's looking more and more realistic as we go on.
Yeah.
However, Centerburg trying to crawl back in this game and make our talk moot points as Shepherd, long 2, misses, and Wolford rips down a rebound, and a tie-up will keep it here for Centerburg.
Doing everything right but shortening the lead.
Good play for Ashley Williard as the freshman got in crunch time. Under 2 minutes to go. Shepherd gets full head of steam, tries to use the glass, gets her own rebound, and follows it up. It is an 8-point game. Still competitive here from the heart of Ohio.
Yeah, you've got a lot of fouls to give. You got to get them. Be aggressive, but get them. There you go.
Ellis called for the bump. That's her second foul. Really just want to keep it away from Farrell. Don't want her to pick up too many. She's got 2. Which still isn't very many, but you always want to be safe in that regard.
Yeah, 1:37 to go. You need to foul right away here.
Johnson.
I would get in her.
Yep, Johnson the sophomore. This could be a chance for Centerburg.
You don't want them to be running their offense here. You want them to be having to get rid of the ball.
Hensel passes up an open layup in favor of moving the clock.
You've got to reach here. There you go.
It is on Kenley, though. That's her 3rd.
She's really working hard out there, but they're going to have to make another quick foul here. You're down by 8. There is no shot clock. That should be an automatic foul. There you go.
Bryant picks it up. Eichelberry takes a shot on the arm. Shout out a couple comments cheering on today. Malin, Mary, JJ, and Kim all cheering on Loudonville here today. First Loudonville game of the season for us, and what a showing.
I wish we would have saw him before. Then we could have expected a little bit different result here.
Hensel. That's going to be a jump ball. Arrow towards the Redbirds, though.
Okay. Now you've got advantage your way if you're Centerburg when it comes to the next jump ball.
Both teams in the bonus. Looking for something. Lobbed over top, taken away. That's exactly what you needed.
That's a good recovery by not getting a double dribble. Score up.
Fade away shot and 1. Are you kidding me?
Oh, my.
Tiara Shepherd has 11 after that basket. And as we said, there is still life in this game. Down by as much as 15. The diff now is 6.
Coach Abner, everything he's asked them to do, they've done here in the last minute and a half. Both teams with 2 timeouts left.
Chance for an offensive rebound. Coach Abner not happy, thought Bryant was tripped up. And there's a player down the floor for Loudonville. Didn't see Spangler underneath the basket, but Hensel is fouled, so still going to get to the line.
Boy, those missed free throws are going to come back to haunt him, Centerburg.
And he missed it on a screen, weren't wide enough, but Spangler was wide open. Sylvia was looking for the easiest score of the day that could have put it out of reach. And Hensel misses the front end of her 2 shots here.
That's only the 3rd free throw attempt all night by Loudonville. They're 2 for 3. Centerburg get the ball and push it, attack the basket, or get a 3 off.
Second one for Hensel. This one rattles home. 43-36, timeout Loudonville. It's a 30-second. Everybody will stay up. So what do you think is being drawn up? Let's start with Loudonville here.
Loudonville is avoid fouling at all costs because you don't want them to score when the clock is stopped, especially if they're shooting, don't foul. If that would be it for him. And when you get the ball, try to get it in quickly and get it across half court as fast as possible. So if you do have a turnover, it's on this end of the court rather than on the other end. If you're the Centerburg team, it's attack the basket. If you don't get an open lane, kick it out for a three as soon as possible. If you don't get a layup, and then on defense, foul immediately. There's no waiting.
Coach Abner giving some instructions to Kenley as we're getting ready to go here. Centerburg with 2 timeouts left, 1 to go for Loudonville. Loudonville, interestingly enough, we said it before, but they've burned 4 timeouts here in this fourth. They had all 5 remaining coming into this frame. 50 seconds left.
They're
Trojans
doubling down on for Ellis to get a three.
No good. Short on the 3.
Foul array.
And Wolford dribbling through a couple defenders, wastes a little bit of time before a foul finally comes.
It's an excellent play drawn up by Coach Abner there to get a double screen down on Lauren Ellis's player. She got off a 3, just didn't deliver.
Yeah, it was a good look. Maybe took a tumble after the shot, but I didn't think there was much contact there. Addison Wolford makes the first. It's a swish. Addison this year is 73% free throw shooter.
73%. 39 from 3.
That's good in 2026.
She's practiced somewhere before.
Lead is back up to 9.
That's college material right there.
Lady Trojans got to get to work. Follow there for Shepard. That'll go. She's got 13. Wolford tugged at by Stowe.
Yeah, so Coach Abner's like, please don't let her get the ball. It's not the person you want at the free throw line.
So we'll get everybody down the floor. 26.8 on the clock.
A little bit too late here for Centerburg. Would like to see that in the third quarter, a little bit more urgency.
Loudonville gets the first. You like the idea of 2 Redbirds at the line here?
2.
Going for the rebound?
No.
This one misses. Shepard.
It's a good call out because if they commit a foul, that'd be crazy.
Farrell, Euro step in the lane. Still a 6-point game. Clock ticking. 1 timeout left for Loudonville. They get it in, and a quick foul. Kenley with a smile as she wraps around Wolford. That's her 4th.
Surprised Coach Abner with a couple timeouts there didn't get one right after that layup. I think he's hoping for a quick steal so they couldn't get their offense or their press breaker set up, something.
Yeah. So Coach Abner just looked up at the scoreboard with all the numbers on it. Well, I mean, obviously they all have numbers, but with the player numbers, noticed that Kenley's got 4 fouls, as does Evie Stowe. So those are 2 players you don't want to commit anymore.
Yeah, unfortunately at this point, it's not going to be kind of mute.
12 seconds left.
I'd just let her go. Keep your hands away.
They do. Missed layup, and Shepard fouls, and Wolford going to get more free throws in a winning effort here on the road. 5.9 on the clock. This one's done and dusted. Loudonville is going to tie up for the lead, and they will help their good friends over at Fredericktown tie up as well. It is a 3-way knot at the top of the KMAC standings.
Yeah, styles make games, and it's so interesting how Loudonville's be able to knock Centerburg off with and without their leading scorer.
Probably one of the most entertaining league title races in recent years in this league. As Wolford misses the free throw, Kenley will hold on to it for Centerburg, throw one up at the horn. But Loudonville storms in to the Coliseum and comes away with a huge victory, 49-40, as the Trojans drop their 3rd game in the league. and Loudonville gets their 11th win of the season. We'll take a break, come back. Your MVP of this one today is Abby Eichelberry. She'll join us momentarily on the OH Report.
Okay, we got t-shirts. Anybody want t-shirts?
At Mechanics Bank, we're more than your local bank. We're your neighbors, your fans, and proud supporters of our local schools. From touchdowns to goals, classrooms to communities, we're here for you. Because at Mechanics Bank, our home field advantage is supporting you.
It's time for your post-game show here in the OH Report, brought to you by Central Star Home Health. Great win here for Loudonville as they tie up for the KMAC title lead. And what I said right at the end of the game is going to be one of the most interesting title races I've ever covered here with the OH Report. I mean, the girls' game, it's just such a wild, wild west right now in the league, and anything could happen with the final 3 games. I think Centerburg has 2 games left, actually, but really, anything could really happen here.
Yeah, and the thing is, everybody's going to be watching every other team score. And that's one of the great things about a class organization like the OH Report is we've got it here for you live and free, and you're going to be able to witness some really great contests. Looking forward to that Centerburg-Fredericktown game, which would definitely at least be for a tie for first, unless Loudonville would falter, which is possible in the KMAC.
Absolutely. There's your final numbers for this game here. Loudonville knocks down 8 threes. Centerburg had their 1 lone 3 in the first half. They went cold from beyond the arc after that point. But Loudonville, you said it during the break, very disciplined, shot 9 of 12 from the line, just 14 turnovers. They didn't win that battle, but still controlled it in well. And Coach Young, I mean, he did a great job just kind of ringing in this team.
Yeah, upon first look at Loudonville, it's very impressive. The kids play with such discipline, well under control. Excellent shooting team from 3, from 2, from the free throw line. And they turned the ball over 14 times, but that is actually one of the best I've seen against this Centerburg defense. So kudos to them, especially on the road with the championship on the line, perhaps. And they came through and pretty much had the lead the whole game.
Yep. Loudonville coming up next. They will play Danville on Saturday. I'm just going to say it now. Watch out for that game. That could definitely be one of the things that really shakes things up today, this season. But also for Centerburg, they head to the road against Cardington.
Yeah, it's going to be an exciting finish to the year. We got 2 to 3 weeks left. Only position yourself, try to finish in the top half of the league. If you're in the bottom, if you're in the top half, stay the course. It's just going to be exciting, and we'll see what happens. These kind of games can actually help these teams when they get to the tournament, playing against other teams from other areas when you've got this kind of competition that you see every week.
We got Abby upstairs with us. We'll step aside for a quick 30 seconds. We'll come back with her on the OH Report.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results. More
It is time for your Laborers local MVP, and joining us upstairs, our first Loudonville Lady Bird of the season, and it's Abby Eichelberry. 12 points for you. Didn't lead the team in scoring, but for the most part, you did. Maybe some free throws changed things up, but also a defensive start today. You come in here. Mission was to beat Centerburg, sweep them on the season. Well, mission accomplished. What did it take to get this done?
We play like family. You know, we're not just friends, we're family, and we treat every game like a championship game. So preparing in practice, playing it out on the court, bringing energy, just being ready to play.
Yeah, and it seemed like Coach Young also kind of encaptures that, his second season leading you guys, and you guys have really done a great job kind of buying in. And I know that he had all 5 of his timeouts there in that fourth quarter. He used 4 of them in that fourth to help kind of lead you guys through. What does that mean, having a coach like him lead the group?
It's nice that he cares. He wants us to do well, succeed. He plans our practices well for us to get ready for the games. He really emphasizes treating every game like a championship game, and I think that's what we have to do to get ready.
Well, that's what you just did here today in a great game against Centerburg. So you talked about practices, some great games coming up in the league that could definitely have title implications. What are practices going to look like to get you ready?
We have to be focused. We have to be ready, come out on the court ready. We can't be we have to have fun, but we can't be goofing off, and we just have to be ready with energy and have fun with it too.
Absolutely, Abby. Congratulations to you getting the sweep over Centerburg here on the road in a tough environment. I'll go ahead and give the stage to you. Look in the camera. Give any shout-outs you want.
Thank you. Shout out to my mom for supporting me all that she can and being at every game.
All right, Abby Eichelberry, ladies and gentlemen, 12 points, defensive star in this win over Centerburg. Have a great rest of your night.
Thank you.
Okay, we got t-shirts. Anybody want t-shirts?
At Mechanics Bank, we're more than your local bank. We're your neighbors, your fans, and proud supporters of our local schools. From touchdowns to goals, classrooms to communities, we're here for you. Because at Mechanics Bank, our home field advantage is supporting you.
Thanks so much for joining us here from the heart of Ohio. Unfortunately for Centerburg fans, they come out a little bit short here as they try a valiant comeback effort there late in the fourth quarter, just too little too late. 49-40, Loudonville gets an impressive win here today, and that'll wrap up our coverage tonight. Just looking at ahead, a couple of upcoming matchups. Of course, Fredericktown, Danville, that's going to be the big game on Friday night. Yours truly and Cray Faldy to my right are going to be on the call for that game. Brandon Powell, are you going to be with us over at Danville on Friday, Brandon? He is, so it's going to be this 3-man crew. best in the business, bringing you the live and free coverage of a potential KMAC championship game. You see the rest of those games on your screen. Those will also be available to you live and free. And then on the girls' side, going to try to shake some things up. We're not currently on the schedule for that Fredericktown-Centerburg game, but we'll see what magic we can work to make that happen, because it could be down to the wire for this KMAC title, and that's something we don't want to miss.
Yeah, that is much see TV, stream, radio, you name it. You want to have that game live and in person.
Great game for Abby Eichelberry and the Loudonville Lady Birds. They moved to 11-5 on the year. They are tied with Centerburg and Fredericktown at the top of the KMAC standings. Thank you so much for joining us. Thanks to our sponsors. Rolling through your screen one final time, bringing you this live and free coverage. We will see you Friday for Fredericktown Danville on the OH Report.